Anyway.
See you later, huh?
Oh. Okay, take care. Hello. I think the first question I wanted to ask was why the decision to make it into 3 parts, the triptych?
Well, one reason is there just was too much material to put on one thing. Mm-hmm. And we've just been thinking about a different form of packaging, since like vinyl is dead.
Right.
We really wanted to find like sort of different outlet.
Right. And
I quite like it actually.
Yeah. I understand that.
And the other one other reason for this packaging is that we wanted to have a CD packaging that doesn't break when it falls down.
True.
It proves that we had to do 3.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the way that the packaging came out?
Yes, I think it's really good.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
And as very often with our packaging, I think many people will follow that.
Mm-hmm. Probably, yeah. And I understand that I've seen it already, but different countries are having different tracks that are not available in the other countries.
But it's mainly for, I think the third single isn't out in the States yet. It's coming out in June or something like that.
Right.
It's called Malediction.
Mm-hmm.
And this actually features like 3 different versions of Bruno.
Right.
And in France, and we have French Bruno and Japanese Bruno.
Right.
The rest of the world, the English one.
I heard the German one now is only going to be available in Japan.
Yeah, because that makes sense in Japan, but it doesn't make sense anywhere else in the world.
I noticed that it took about 2 years for all the material to come together.
So a bit longer, I think about 2.5 years.
Yeah. Why not release an album or 2 albums between that time rather than waiting?
Because it was just anything ready.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but there was a whole pile of tracks, and in the end we just had to decide on which one we continue working.
Right.
There's still a lot of material we haven't finished with the session.
Yeah.
Well, it started off, let's say, the soup started with all these releases. 2 different commissioned works, one for
No, yeah.
And another one for the 300th anniversary of the Academy of Fine Art in Vienna.
Yeah, I heard about that. It was quite interesting with the truck going through the streets and so forth. Yeah.
Well, it was quite good, just playing head tuner for about 1 hour.
Did you keep stopping and starting, or did you just play it continuously?
No, but the way head tuner is now still follows the original arrangement, just different parts are shorter.
Right.
So there have been like different parts in the music as well, for different parts of the street. Cars stopped and backdoors, and the unicorn came in.
That's right, the white horse they had with the horns, yeah.
There's actually a film about that.
Yeah, I spoke to Kathy Nazari last week about it. Is there any chance that it could see release over here or anything like that?
Most probably it will, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
And also, anything else I want to ask? How did the whole La 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 Human Steps come about? Was it because of the New Music America Festival? And did it come from there?
Yeah, somehow.
Did you approach them, or they did approach you?
No, they approached us.
Yeah.
I think really the first bit was the idea of the organizer of New Music America to do something together.
Right.
And then there's just one song on that show, and
it was a pretty incredible feat. It's great though. It's very good.
And then they asked us to do like a whole score for long show.
Right. And I know you did the Hamlet machine a year ago. Are there any plans to do any more theatre work this year or next year?
Yeah, there's actually Faust has been rewritten for Einsturzende Neubauten by a guy called Werner Schwab. Who's actually like sort of just shooting star dramatist in German theatre. But it's still really difficult to get funds for this whole project.
Yeah. What, you're seeking state funds? Right. Yeah.
No, it's impossible to do.
Has that gotten difficult to get state funding over the past couple of years? What with the economy not doing so well? Yeah.
Well, it's they find a good excuse now to cut down on culture funds on the social network.
Yeah.
Because it's so expensive to transfer all the money in the East.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yes. Have you enjoyed the tour so far? I mean, I know it's only been a couple of days, but...
Well, actually, we've been on tour for...
In the States?
Over a month. Yes and no. It's not so much different for tour in Europe or tour in the States. I'm quite happy with the music we're doing. I'm not very happy with the way we've been treated here in the States. By promoters.
Yeah.
I mean, just most probably we won't play tonight because it's just half of what we asked for is there.
Yeah.
We had a detailed plane of the stage with scaffolding around it and things like that. And they just give a fuck about it. So we give a fuck about playing.
Right. Do you think do you think it's in Europe there is more respect for what people want to do and how they want to portray themselves than there are in this country?
Well, generally no, but since you're in a better position in Europe than in America, since you're in America with Tabula Rasa, we maybe sold over 15,000 copies, which is enough.
Yeah.
Considering the size of the state.
Yes, it is a large country. It's 250 million people at last count, I think. Yeah.
250 and that's 15,000.
Yeah. Like one for every 10,000 people or something. I don't know. Yeah.
No, we've changed the agency just to avoid things like that.
Right.
In Europe it's easier for us. We're driving around with our own production.
Right.
Everything is up.
Were there certain things that you had to on this tour that you've done so far, including Europe? Were there things, for instance, stage setup that you had to leave in Europe because you couldn't bring it over?
Yes.
So the show is different over here than what it was in Europe.
The same thing could be achieved here very easy. It just needs a couple of needs bugs, of course. It needs just a couple of riders and some scaffolding. It doesn't cost a world.
Yeah.
And we need a certain amount of lights, and we need a certain amount of power to get our message through.
I know in the last tour you had Roland getting various pieces in each city. You're not doing it this tour?
Since this tour is divided for us in 3 parts. First week we do the bus, so we can take everything with us, which we collected the first day tomorrow. Then the second part is just flying around, so we have to go get different things in every city.
Right.
Chicago, Detroit, all of this. Dallas, Chicago, Detroit, Vancouver. And then the last part, we're doing a bus again.
Right.
So we can keep this.
Yeah.
Well, in Europe we always have like old small business.
Right.
Which is it's easier and it feels better because you know what you have.
Yeah. Now I know as you said earlier, the next the next United States release, which will include 3 versions of Bloom, will be coming out. and I saw the show the other night in New York, and you didn't do Bloom. Was there a reason why? Because maybe Anita couldn't come, or?
Exactly, because you don't have a girl singer with to sing it. It's really written for a girl.
Yeah.
It makes so much. It just wouldn't work out if Blixa was singing it.
Mm. She couldn't come for her reasons,
she has
or?
a kid.
Yeah. Bring the kid as well. Have the kid on stage.
Oh, that is really a matter of money.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to come back in the summer?
I do think so, yeah.
Yeah, would that be a larger tour?
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I think it really depends on how this tour is going. And so far, I think it's going quite well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we can make it.
Yeah. Would you be playing? Do you think maybe in the summertime or in the near future would you still play theatres, or would you maybe do outside performances like you have done in the past? Would you like to do large outside performances?
I would like to do it, yeah.
Yeah. Do another one in the Mojave Desert?
But all these things in the past mostly have been set up on maniacs. They really like into doing stage things like that.
Yeah.
And if you like go with like a conventional agency,
Right.
it's more difficult to get them to do something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you would prefer maniacs?
Yes.
You're a maniac yourself, aren't you?
No, but it's always like two sides of everything.
Yeah.
If you, but we thought if you this time go with this agency, we don't have to go through all this trouble again. It's not having the right stuff on stage and things like that. But doesn't seem as if there's been any change.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. I guess getting back to the record, which you've probably talked about a million times already. I know.
I've been talking about it quite a lot.
I know you're probably tired of interviews as well as I am.
No, not really.
Are all the instruments, the custom instruments, if you will, the customized instruments, are those all of Andrew's creations, or?
Yes.
He does that?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I should ask him about that. And of course Blixa still does the writing, yes.
You can talk to me about instruments, we can talk about writing.
Sorry?
Well, we can talk about instruments and we can talk about writing, that's no problem.
We can or can't?
We can.
Oh, we can?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Do you, I know a very interesting instrument on this record was the circular bell that was used in Head Cleaner. Do you know where the idea came from? Or?
Andrew has really strange ideas about music in general. I think he doesn't really like music at all. And at the moment he comes to a point in his inventions that he doesn't even play it anymore by himself. So he's constantly thinking about how you can build instruments and play himself.
Right.
He bought a couple of other ones which are not on the record yet, like drums that play himself and things like that. It's really incredible.
That's that's an interesting point to bring up, because I've always wondered why, what with so much sound, so much layer, so much texture in your music, why not pursue sort of electronics, more like a digital kind of aids rather than mechanical aids?
I actually like the mechanical things much more because they have more sex to it. It's more sexy to see a machine working instead of like translating zeros and ones.
Yeah, just putting a disc into a sampler.
But Andrew already got somebody to write in a computer program to run all these machines, but they are still all mechanical. Now he goes even more into the direction after having invented machines that play themselves. Now you got a computer program that just plays them randomly all over, so
Yeah.
it's not in charge of it anymore. So
Yeah.
just doing it all over.
Randomize everything, yeah.
But if I talk about layers and textures, I think on Tabula Rasa we got rid of quite a lot of noise, of sound. So most of the songs are really sparse.
Yes,
Really
yeah,
so
yeah.
so just left off a lot of decoration,
Yeah.
which I really like.
I guess it makes instruments stand out more onto themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instruments are not the most important thing. It's not like a traveling instrument show. As we solely put it into that sense. So I would rather prefer to say that the soul of the whole thing is standing out well instead of the instruments.
Right, that's what I meant to say. The music. Sorry. Do you think that the music over the past couple of years has moved? Well, how can I say this? Has become more organic rather than mechanical than it was before, or do you think? What do you think?
Well, one thing I really wanted with this album was everyone of the band in one room and playing themselves. So yes, it is more organic than House and Lüge was.
Yeah.
So House and Lüge, everybody played his track, but at the end it was just rearranging the whole thing, resampling everything. And I was really sick of that. And funny enough, many people tell me how sophisticated I programmed the drums this time and things like that.
Actually, they're getting simpler.
Yes.
Yeah. Was a lot of the recording done with all of you at the same time?
Yes.
Was there any overdubbing at all, or
Of
very
course
little?
there was no overdubbing, but like the main song has been recorded all together.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the best thing about my band, when we play together. So I wanted to have this on the record.
Yeah, I've seen photographs of some of the recording sessions and how you all sit in a circle in the studio so you can all interact with one another. It's almost
Since we never rehearsed, we just really work out the songs in the studio. And if not everyone would be there, then just one of the band would be missing, which would make it a different band.
So everybody. You hear that?
Yes, I did.
So everyone is important in the band,
I don't think so.
and the band cannot operate without everybody there.
I can't imagine it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anyone other than this.
So if Andrew invented a machine to do all the drums, would that mean that you would no longer be in the band, or you would find something else to do?
I always played very many different things.
True.
So it happens that I'm like the drummer, but I do different things.
The kind of, this would have been better to ask Blixa, but why did you choose the cover art? I know it's from the book Still Life. Was that to convey a certain message of the material?
Well, I think all of the songs on the 3 releases have a really loose connection to each other. There's not one single song that could stand up for the rest of the album. For me, it's more really like an explosion where different parts go in different directions. And the working title for the album was Still Life is Still Life is Explosives. First idea was was like to really use explosives, photographing the band while things explode and we don't realize it. We just get this passion in the faces. And then it ended up with like having a real still life on the album.
Alright. Now why was it changed to Tabula Rasa, which of course means clean slate, right?
Yes. The same reason, because normally we really like to have like one track of the album is like the title track. And we just couldn't choose any of it.
Why clean slate?
Because I think space is a good place to start with.
And nothing.
It's emptiness,
Yeah, nothing, yeah. I think that some people are under the impression maybe it was used to maybe depict a change in the band's direction.
Can see it like that, but I can't really see the change. But for me, like all the accounts we've done are connected
Yeah.
to each other. Like, the last one always builds up from the previous one.
Right.
So I don't see so much change. Maybe it's just getting more sophisticated or more sparse or coming more to the point or things like that.
In some ways,
One head cleaner could easily fit on walls of page note 2.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't see so much of a change.
Yeah.
When we finished our first decade of the band's history and finished with our first record contract, and we were looking, that's a change, just when it's more like business-wise. I think the attitude behind the band is still the same as it was 40 years ago.
Yeah. And does the band plan to go on until whenever, or is there some point where it will end, or?
I can't see that point yet.
That's good.
As long as I think that it's still always changing what we're doing. It's in a progress, and there's how would you say it? Some ground to cover or whatever.
Say it again?
Some ground to cover or whatever.
Yeah.
It does make sense for me to play with these guys.
Yeah.
So it's a very fortunate combination of people who are in the band.
Yeah.
And for me that's quite valuable.
Do you think that Einsturzende Neubauten is a collective, or actually like a rock band where everything is shared evenly?
Collective or everything is shared? So first of all, I would say we're not a rock, but we're more like a theater company. Collective in what means?
That it's like a share, maybe a temporary sharing of ideas.
Yes, but we just come together for a certain amount of time doing here, and in between that we are doing different things.
Yeah.
I think everybody in the band has a really strong vision about music itself, himself, which he doesn't really share with the others. So everybody's bringing in his part in, and that creates and fits in another.
Is
just like I think a group of people who work together can just exist that long if everybody in the band is strong enough on its own.
Yeah.
It's just like that you have to carry people around with you. It doesn't really make sense.
Right.
One is giving the ideas, and all the others play that. So it goes on for maybe 2-3 years, and then everybody's really frustrated because he can't get his part over.
Yeah.
And it's never been with that one. It's shifting over.
Is Oblat still active?
They're still active, but I'm not working with them.
No. Who's in the band now?
Apart from the original singer and guitar player, it's all different people.
Mark is not in the band either.
No, he's not with bands for about 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, more like a metal band.
Really? Are you planning to maybe do something other than Neubauten? Another band?
I mainly work on theaters.
Right. I know that you do that.
I do that a lot, and there's quite a lot of plays coming up in a couple of them too.
Mm-hmm.
Where I actually do act as well. Musically, yeah, there's another duo I have with Casper Bergsman.
Yes, actually, the company that I work for now, Dutchies, we're going to be putting out Casper's record here.
Yeah,
Oh, you found out about that? Yeah, Kathy told you. Was it Kathy? No.
No, but I knew that there has been rumors.
Yeah. Well, actually, as of last week, I can tell you now that we're probably going to do it with
That's cool.
working out a deal with Our Choice.
And I was one day when he was recording his last album. I was there for one day after they finished, and we just did one album one day together.
I think it's incredible. He's an amazing guitar player.
And in Neubauten we have like a sort of our own label. It's called the 100 Machine. It's been out. And this is mainly just for the side projects of the band members.
Yeah.
And Alex just released a record of his film music.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I did one for two complete plays of it. It just came out 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And Casper's not going to be out as well.
Yeah.
Casper is mine.
Right.
Then I still work with Stein.
Right.
But the 2 girls in the band, they're busy at home recording the album. So they're not coming together before.
What band were they from? Was it Malaria?
Rainbirds.
The what? Oh, the Rainbirds. Okay. Couldn't remember. Yeah, that last album was good.
Yeah.
I know you explored the nice packaging with that one too.
Yeah, but this one is Tabula Rasa getting a bit more editorial.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
No, I hate this series. It just fell down. I hate that so much. the guy who invented this package must really have a laugh all the time when he gets one of these CD packages and drops it to us for a ha-ha see.
But it is interchangeable. It is interchangeable. If you mess up a digipack, then it's messed up. You have to buy another one.
Well, but all these changeable things just add up to the pile of faces that exist in the world anyway.
True. Plastic doesn't rot.
But if, when you had a record and after years the package gets messed up, well, that's okay because it's been in use. It's not it's things you use and they mutate after a while. I do like that.
It's funny. Yesterday I interviewed Jack Dangers from Meat Beat Manifesto, and we discussed recycling, if you will, and they've got a big recycling symbol on their CD, if you will. It seems to it's funny how bands like them and even yourself, and especially Einsturzende Neubauten for several years has been recycling, with the instrumentation and so forth. Do you think it's funny that all of a sudden that some people are waking up to the fact that the world is not going to be?
No, it's not. It's not funny. It's just I think it was hard work for a lot of people to make other people aware about the whole situation.
Yeah.
A lot of people put a lot of energy into really publish the fact of what's really happening. No, it's not funny. It's rather sad stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I meant funny in sort of ironic sort of way.
No, but the task shouldn't be ironic at all. I think you have to make people aware, and after a while they queue up, which is really what you want.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it's starting to happen. Which is important.
Yeah.
Some girls are singing.
Save it for later. If there will be later. I know. It seems that Blixa writes a lot of songs, a lot of lyrics that portray an Armageddon or an apocalypse, if you will. Do you think that? You don't think so? I thought. I mean, to me, Head Cleaner seems to be like a mass purging of the world.
Head Cleaners, I would say something. Well, in that way, you're right. I think Head Cleaner is like a painting, like a war painting. There's all these different tubes coming up and things like that. So for that song, you're right. For other songs, not. There's been some really love songs as well.
Do you feel Interim Lovers is a love song or a sad song?
But I wouldn't distinguish it from each other. So, being sad or happy, I mean, like, has a lot to do with
This is true. This is true.
So I would say it's a love song.
In the romantic sense,
if
or
it's
the?
sad or happy, you have to decide.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't really want to give any interpretations about songs. The way the lyrics are written very often that they are coded. If I would give interpretations, then the coding on purpose would make sense.
I know Interim Lovers is very ambiguous because with like lines between Semtex and Utopia.
Exactly.
You blow up or you end up in Utopia. Go either way. I just thought I might get a little clue there. So. Yeah.
Well, but you don't want to give out slogans how anything should be.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Now I heard you made you've done a video for Interim, an English video. Can you tell me?
Actually did two videos, both by the same director, both done in one day. For Interim and for Bruno. Which the original Interim, the director is John Wilcott, who did Goes with the Death, the film, in America. What was I going to say? Yeah, actually, the Interim is done for the German version, really, when we put some sort of simultaneous translator.
Oh really?
On it.
Oh, that should be interesting to see.
I think the whole idea of having an English version of Interim is a bit stupid.
Yeah. Well, I know that there's going to be the release. The CD which is coming out here will have the English version, correct?
The single Interims, yeah.
What was the reason behind that?
Because we thought they can get it on the radio if we do an English version of it, but for me it just sounds like Neubauten for stupid people.
Yeah.
The English version.
I noticed even on the CD it has a sticker, which is how to pronounce it, which I thought was bad. You know.
But you seems to have this thing about putting stickers all over the records. I've got just a pile of records. Pretty neat, and on every single one there was a sticker just pointing out something which wasn't that important. But whatever, they seem to like having stickers on the record. Maybe the cover art is not good enough or things like that.
Yeah, I think it's sort of an insult to people's intelligence.
Yes, exactly. So I must admit, I don't like so much good.
Yeah.
Just adds guitars and things like that. So the producer maybe got the idea if you release something in America that it should be somewhat guitar orientated, which I think is totally stupid. No, I really don't like this record.
Yeah.
I heard it in New York in the radio interview. And I heard it there for the first time.
So you didn't even, it was done in absentia, you weren't there, and someone else did it, yeah. It's just Blixa doing the vocals in English.
And Alex added some guitars.
Yeah.
Well, but since we have our version out, I don't really fucking care about it. Since once I did the music, I did my version of it, everybody else can do whatever he wants with it.
Alright. Speaking about the German versions, I like the beginning of with Rausch. What was the idea behind that?
Joke.
This is everything you missed. sort of thing?
No, by coincidence, very often the last album ends and the beginning of the next one is connected to the end of the last one. We never really realized before somebody pointed that out to us.
I'll have to go back and listen.
Yes. But can be like lyrical wise or the way of the music is connected.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny.
And so since we found about that, this time we do it for real. We've got all kind of songs in the last 10 years. It's the beginning for the new decade of somehow just get it out of the system. I was really a bit disappointed by the last tour we did 2 years ago, where I thought it's just sort of like a greatest hits show.
You think it was like that? Yeah.
I had the impression,
Yeah.
There's one reason why we stopped for 2 years. So I'm not going on stage because we would have a totally new program to play. And then I don't mind playing some old songs in between. And so Rausch was really something very out of the system.
I noticed with some of the older material, like from Patient OT and things like that you did the other night at Roseland, you seem to have like breathed new life into it, like changed it a bit. Is that like a conscious decision to make?
I think it just happens with that you have quite a lot of new material to play, and you can get different perspectives on the old stuff.
Yeah.
But you don't really think about it. When you start doing it, then you feel good. Or maybe when you really want to change it, so you have a different arrangement.
Yeah. Have you learned a lot over the years working with theatre and so forth?
Yes.
Do you think you've improved?
Yes.
And the band has improved?
Yes.
In conveying what they want to convey in the music?
Has always been a really strong theatrical side in my life. But since I'm really training myself while I'm looking to a lot of plays and being there for a lot of years, that's my sense of the theatrical aspect. It's getting much stronger since I'm training it all the time, which I think helps a lot. So we had thought about stage design that I'm really pissed off that we don't have it tonight.
Yeah.
We didn't even get it in New York. There's no big point getting some fucking drummer with some scaffolding. Oh my god. Give me a break.
So you think that when the band creates the music, that it's much more visually oriented?
No.
You don't think about what it might look like on stage?
No. But still, it's just the songs you want to do, the things that come up to your mind when you work with music. On the other side, maybe if you take a song like Z, which is really written like a theater play with three different characters in the song, which is like the stage designer, they are not the stage, the lighting designer who's giving lighting instructions, there's the director who directs, and she, the main actor. Or a song like this is really theatrical the way it's done anyway. But I haven't thought of that when I was starting the song. But when you have to put a show together, then I think much more about the theatrical side of it.
Right.
Like to make a stage where things can happen.
Right.
So it's not that we are now starting acting or something.
Right.
But I just want to give this specific frame where things can happen. This is was certainly the attitude.
Have any large record companies had any interest in the band?
There was some.
Yeah, some. Would that be an option?
In Germany, we had offers from every country there is. Every major company, every independent company, and in America there's interest from different companies as well.
Would that be something you'd be interested in doing? Is working?
What I want is the best possible outlet for Einsturzende Neubauten. If mute proves to be a good choice for us, then we stick with mute. If it proves not to be, then we have to look for something else.
Oh, I guess that's about it.
That's about it. I think so too.
I'm sorry if I dragged it on too long. It was a good talk. Thanks very much.